Hi guys, new glasses. I lost my old ones in the lake. But I hope you're all having an awesome week so far, and you're getting your grounding in, and you're taking charge of your health. So this is the Grounded Athlete, so I did want to talk a little bit about how grounding affects your athletic performance. And the Grounded Athlete isn't meant to be discriminatory by the name. I made it more of a collective term that we could all use and claim, because I think we're all athletes. I think we're all innately capable of becoming exceptional athletic human beings, given we nurture and train ourselves to be such a way. I am not the grounded athlete. I am one of the grounded athletes within this little movement I'm trying to create, and it will continue to grow and grow until the whole world knows about it. So let's get into it. How does grounding affect your athletic performance? Well, grounding it's particularly interesting when it comes to how it affects your urea cycle, and there's a loud helicopter right there. But yes, grounding does affect your urea cycle, and this potentially is something pretty significant when it comes to athletic performance. So we take a big group of athletes and we split them up, and we ground one group and we pseudo-ground the other group. So what we're doing is we have grounded exercise and not grounded exercise in these groups. So group 1 will be grounded in their first week of exercise, and group 2 will not be, and vice versa the following week. What you'll find, not only in comparing the two groups to each other, gosh, the helicopter's loud. What you'll find in not only comparing the two groups to each other, but in themselves, when comparing blood parameters between ungrounded and grounded exercises, you'll find lower blood urea levels. So all across the board, all of these athletes had lower blood urea levels when they are grounded. So again, all subjects in the study had lower blood urea levels during training and recovery. This was actually a study done in 2013 where they did this with bikers. So it affects urea, big deal. Why does that matter? It's interesting because urea is a waste product of amino acid catabolism or protein catabolism. So what are proteins made of? They're made of amino acids. So we start at the liver, where toxic ammonia from nitrogen gets converted. So urea is formed here from the deamination of amino acids and the use of ammonia. And then we end up at the kidneys, where this urea is filtered by the glomerular capillaries and enters the renal tubules. Around half of this urea is reabsorbed passively by the renal tubules, and the rest gets excreted. So lower blood urea levels would suggest that we've either enhanced this glomerular filtration and excretion in the urine, or reduced this reabsorption in the renal tubules. So how does grounding come into this? So we've established that grounding does in fact affect the electrodynamics of your body. To be specific here, this does include the intra and extracellular environments where electrochemical gradients start to get involved. The rate of reabsorption of urea into the renal tubules can be influenced by this gradient, as well as the permeability of the membrane of the substance itself. If you're getting the drift here, these charges exist everywhere in your body. That's why it can be so detrimental for your body's electrodynamics to be altered from being in a constantly insulated state. It literally affects the flow of ions in and out of cells and the trillions of cells that make up your body. In addition to how this affects your reabsorption of urea into the renal tubules, it also affects glomerular filtration. So I didn't mention what glomerular filtration was. This is your first step in making urine. And so this is your kidney filtering excess fluid and waste products from your blood and into the urine collecting tubules of the kidney. Glomerular filtration is dependent on the negative charge of podocytes in the kidneys. So grounding affects the electrical dynamics of the membranes of tubular and glomerular cells, which affect filtration and absorption. So we've got lower levels of blood urea and nitrogen in individuals who are grounded while they're training. So how could we interpret this? I think a solid interpretation would be that grounding while training reduces hepatic catabolism of proteins, which would result in a positive protein balance. Increases in muscle size and strength is caused by an increase in protein synthesis. An increase in protein synthesis is reflected by a positive nitrogen balance. So let's bring things full swing here. Grounding affects your training by preventing protein degradation, which is reflected by the lower blood urea levels, which helps sustain a positive nitrogen balance for optimal protein synthesis. This is pretty cool stuff, right? And how would I interpret this? Your body isn't breaking down as much as if you were insulated and you were training. You can go longer, you can go harder, you're not as sore, you don't have to recover as much. And it really makes me question the whole conventional DOMs that we've all experienced in some way, shape, or form. maybe we're dragging this process out longer than it needs to be when we're insulated and we're training. And maybe we're not meant to be as sore as we usually are when we get done with a really hard workout. I think this is how we're meant to be training, and we're meant to be active while connected to the earth, which doesn't allow our body to break down as much. All by staying connected to the ground. And training outside is awesome. You're getting fresh air, electrical ground, you're getting sunlight, train solar. You're getting all these good things when you're training outside, so I don't see why you wouldn't want to. So if you want to be a grounded athlete, then I invite you to get some training sessions done, or maybe a cool down session done directly on the earth or with the sandals. And I look forward to getting some feedback from you guys as to how this is affecting and benefiting your performance. And as always, thank you guys for all the love and the support that you guys show TGA. The good news just keeps spreading and spreading, and eventually everybody's gonna know about it, and it's gonna be amazing, and it just makes my heart full seeing all the videos and the pictures of you guys being barefoot and with the sandals and everything. So again, thank you.